Hello again, legends and listeners. Welcome to Legends Beneath the Acacia, where folk tales live and breathe beneath the stars. Today's tale winds through myth and mystery. The snake who swallowed time. What happens when one creature holds the power of all time within its belly? Before we begin, please subscribe, tap that like button, leave a comment with your favorite moment, and share the story with a friend who loves folklore. Make sure to stay till the end, because this story has a twist that may change how you see time forever. Let's begin. In the very first days, before minutes had names and hours had meaning, there was no such thing as time. That is, until a great snake slithered across the sky and swallowed time whole. And so it was that this one creature came to hold the past, the present, and the future in its belly. This is the story of the snake who swallowed time. Once upon a time, or maybe it was before there was a once upon a time, there were two brothers. One was slow and steady, always thinking carefully about his next move. The other brother was quick and impulsive, always acting on a whim. Now, their father was the chief of a nearby village, and he loved both of his sons dearly. But because the eldest was so responsible, the father planned to give him the family heirloom, a magical necklace made of polished stones that gave its wearer powers over the elements. But the day of the ceremony arrived, the father fell gravely ill and could not leave his hut. So the eldest son went to fetch the village elder to perform the ritual in his place. On his way, he passed by a clearing in the forest where his younger brother was dancing wildly. Not wanting to be disturbed, the elder brother yelled at him to stop, but the reckless younger brother only laughed and continued his frenzied dance. As the elder brother approached the village, he heard the sound of drums growing louder and louder. When he turned around to look for their source, he saw an enormous snake slithering toward him. It opened its mouth wide, revealing sharp fangs, and swallowed him whole. When the younger brother realized the next morning that his sibling had not returned, he immediately set out to find him. As he searched from village to village, he heard people talking about a great snake that had appeared in the forest the night before. Though frightened, the young man was determined to save his brother, so he ventured into the woods to confront the beast. As he walked, he came across the clearing where he had danced the night before, and there in the center of the clearing stood an acacia tree with its branches reaching up to the heavens. Beneath its shade, the young man sat down to rest and thought about how he would defeat the fearsome serpent. Then he remembered the stories his father used to tell him about the mythical acacia tree that grew beyond the forest of a king's domain. Its branches connected the earth to the sky, allowing anyone who leaned against it to see the past, present, and future. If he could get to that tree, then maybe he could discover where his brother had gone and how to bring him home. So he started walking again, following the direction the snake had taken. And after many days of walking, he finally spotted the top of the acacia tree, the king's domain, shimmering in the distance. As he drew closer, he noticed tiny figures moving among its branches. He couldn't tell whether they were gods or demons, but he knew that if he wanted to save his brother, he had to try. He called out to the figures, asking them to help him, but they only answered with mocking laughter. So he did the only thing he could think of. He climbed the tree. As he ascended, he could hear the whispers of the figures growing louder and louder. And when he reached the top of the tree, he saw a vision of the future, the past and the present all at once. There in front of him was a vast ocean, and inside the serpent's belly he could see his brother sitting calmly with not a worry in the world. Then the young man understood. His brother had been destined to be swallowed by the snake, and the snake had been destined to eat time itself. They were bound together by fate, and he could not interfere. Though he wished he could save his brother, the young man knew that if he tried, he would destroy the world. And so he stayed in the top of the acacia tree for the rest of his life, watching the world turn below him, knowing that his brother and time itself were safe within the belly of the great snake. And that's the story of the snake who swallowed time. Sometimes our fates are intertwined with others in ways we can't understand. All we can do is try to honor their memory and keep moving forward.